Hello, welcome to FreeFX. My name is Francesco. First of all, thank you very much for watching my YouTube channel. It's been absolutely fantastic to see subscriber levels going up since I started again in July. The channel had been dormant for about actually nearly 4 years. So it was really great to be back and start offering content for technical and fundamental analysis for Forex and more recently also gold and stuff like that. Today, actually, I wanted to first of all kind of be here in person in a sense of showing my face, especially because lockdown has been a very impersonal experience. So I wanted to kind of put my face to my name, if you've not sort of seen me before. And also, actually, I wanted to talk about something different. As you may know, I'm a kind of self-taught retail trader, and I've been doing this for about 8 years, just short of a month. And I've had my ups and downs, been a lot of kind of tentative steps with kind of demoing and then some live money and then losing that, etc., etc. So in the last kind of year and a bit, I've been quite successful in my own trading, and I've also managed somebody else's money for a few months. So I really started to think about this in a more professional way, thinking about tax, thinking about all sorts of considerations about how to do this in a kind of ethical way. And so I really thought, well, it's about time I had some kind of grounding that wasn't just kind of websites. I mean, as much as I've really got a lot out of websites, things like Chat with Traders, Daily FX, Baby Pips, Investopedia, Forex Factory, FX Street, all sorts of really, really great websites where I got a lot of information, videos. But I think it's really because I'm not a kind of business background person or a kind of finance degree person. My background is music, so I really wanted to kind of think about perhaps pursuing some qualification. So I got onto this, the CMT program. This is a fantastic program because there are two things that you can do if you want to do this sort of thing. Do a degree. There's a CFA, which is Chartered Financial Analyst program, and then there's the actual CMT, which is more technical. That's the Chartered Market Technician. So this is really for people who want to use analysis of charts, for example, and technical information like that to trade or manage money or assess risk as a risk manager. Now, because I'm not a young chicken anymore, I'm not really thinking that I'm fresh out of uni doing this and have a whole lifetime of jobs in the sector. So I'm probably competing against people who've got that already and are fresh into the market. So this is really something that I don't have great expectations on, so the pressure is off. Nobody's paying me to do this, so I have to pass. So I'm doing this really for myself to enhance my trading skills, and then if I do get to the point of doing the exam, which will be in December, register for that, then even pass, then I'll consider my options. There are 3 levels, so Level 2 is a bit more in depth, and for Level 3 you need a sponsor from the CMT kind of network, and then you need to have some professional experience as well. So obviously the gold standard is still the CFA, the Financial Analyst Program, but that's a bit more expensive and it's too broad for me. It's not really something that I would benefit from. So I need something that gives me a kind of qualification, but also I actually enjoy as a program to read about and to use myself. So my task at the moment is to read 20 pages a day. It's a thick book, it's like over 670 pages. So I'm hoping 20 pages a day will get me over the 600 mark in a month. So I'm trying to keep it up every evening, quite late, reading 20 thick, very, very detailed writing. So there's a lot, even 20 pages. So far, I've covered Charles Dow theory, trends, and chart types. So it's just the foundations, this kind of stuff that you've read about or heard about. I've certainly done a lot of that in my own kind of learning, so it's right up my street. Now just kind of show you the program itself. You can see that's the full information there from the CMT website, and you've got the remote proctoring option now where the examiner is actually somewhere else and you have a webcam for your exam to show the room. So your webcam needs to be detachable or you need to be able to turn your computer to show that the room that you're in is a neutral space with no notes or books that could help you, and with no interruptions of people going around. It needs to be a neutral space. And then if you get approved to do the exam in that space, you'll do the exam. So the next exam will be in December, so I have a couple of months to prepare and more, which is great. And there are 3 levels, as you can see, and then there's a kind of bit of information about that. And if you have any doubts, you can kind of go into this allstreetmojo.com, and there's a page here about the CFA versus the CMT program, and it shows you a lot of really good information, like how they're set up in terms of the levels of exams, the fees, the fee structure, and the pass scores, job titles that you might aspire to do, and then also it goes on to the advantages and of doing one versus the other. And there are entry requirements explained, etc., and the conclusions. So really, I just wanted to show you that because I think it's a really interesting thing to do if you are interested in pursuing a qualification in as a market technician, which means basically technical analysis. The book itself is full of things like charts. For example, the things that I'm reading at the moment is the chart types. So you got candlestick chart, bar chart. So it really gives you really kind of basic examples of things that you already know from practice. But if you don't know anything about trading, and this book is really for investing stroke trading, so it's actually both sides, not just the kind of looking at value markets, looking at shares, etc. It's really across the board, very technical, and so it's for trading as well. So that's why I think it's a really good thing to pursue. Anyway, I wanted to thank you for being here and watching my video, and I'd like to say that I'll see you in my next video, hopefully soon. Take care. Bye.